It's Meet Me for Coffee, your entertainment and music podcast. This coming week, we got an awesome artist from Toronto. It's a band called Ascendia, and they got an awesome uh, record coming out called Parasite. It's been a long time, John. First off, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man. It's been a bit of a time. Time has passed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for a lot of us out there who've seen your brother's TikToks, we were gonna start the show off with "What's up, fuckers," but for you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with "Yasu Digaris Malaka." That's what I'm gonna say to you right now. I'm
Thank you.
also I'm also my parents are from Cyprus. You guys are Greek, I know that. Had a chance to
Yeah.
discover Ascendia while they were on tour. I was in town in Toronto to interview Evergrey. You guys toured with another band called Seven Kingdoms, and a great group from Greece that I became pretty close with. The singer, they're called Need.
Sean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wicked.
Sean's the best.
Yeah, I told them anytime you guys come back, you have a table of food ready for you, man. Like those guys are awesome. Um,
Oh yeah.
Ascendia, like 2015, you guys released The Lion and the Jester. That record I actually have. I realized that
Hmm.
I was watching one of Billy's videos a few weeks back, and I actually still have that record somewhere. Um, to get from that point to this point, I know it took a lot of effort. I know you guys were trying to demo tracks that were in a basement somewhere. I remember that video. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
your parents' basement or whatever, but now you guys ended up working with, is it Gavin Brown on the newest record?
Yep. It was Gavin Brown. Basically, what happened is you saw us on the tour with Evergrey, right? And we did that tour, and then we were right at that point. We needed to start doing the next record, and it just took the time it took to kind of go through the growing pains of like changing the sound. And there's a lot of arguing between me and my brother, because like Billy's he's the drummer and he's my brother, and we write together, and it just became very difficult for a couple of years there. And then we just, I don't know, we worked it out over time, and then it took this long, and then we got hit with a pandemic, and that didn't help. So we were holding on to the record for 2 years. The record was done before the pandemic.
Yeah,
So it
it's
was
it's
really
very easy
frustrating.
for bands to flatline during a time of just complete nothing, right?
Oh yeah, it was really tough and really frustrating. Like imagine, working so damn hard to get this record. We were working with Gavin Brown. It was incredible. And then we finished in March, and that was the exact point when everything went to shit. So, but at the same time, like you can't just look at it from a negative perspective. In that time, we were able to get the music videos, get all the things we needed to have a great release, and so we use the time wisely.
For sure, man. And you know what? It also helps that it's your brother who's in the band with you. It's you're gonna have those fights
Yeah,
again. It's your blood. So as long as you guys are both kind of committed to seeing the vision of Ascendia. I know Nick's voice sounds absolutely amazing on this war, and it sounded
yeah,
amazing in the beginning, even live. The first record you guys put out too. Um, I know the band as itself, like Ascend. You're gonna call the band Ascend, and then Ascendia came
yeah.
around after you guys saw Godzilla or something like that, and it's like let's just add
Um,
Ascendia.
yeah, that was Billy. I think he went to go see Godzilla, and there was ascending string line, and he just said, "Oh, ascend," and then he put the IA, and something as stupid as that. That's how it all happens. Even writing music, it's all by accident. Usually, like I know for me, everything is an accident. You kind of make an error that you like, and then you're like, "Oh, this is great," and then you just kind of go with it. The name was no different.
Well, sometimes it's meant to be that way, right? Like this next record, Parasite. Any envision as to when that'll come out?
The record itself is a good question, because right now the plan is we have three main singles with music videos for each, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen because there's 9 tracks on the album, And I'm not sure whether the plan will be to release them individually as singles, all of them, or if there's going to be a specific date at some point where we're just gonna just put it out to everybody. We haven't finalized that yet. We got a couple months with these singles to kind of make that decision on the, I guess, the planning for that.
That's pretty cool. I remember, I think it was I think it was your brother or Nick that told me when I first met you guys that your first show was kind of like you guys signed up and then told Nick after, and then he was like freaking out because like he's not you guys had never played live before.
Yeah, yeah. So we're all so Nick is my good friend from elementary school. Like we went to, I met him in grade four, and he could sing at grade four. He would do these like operatic vocals in like I didn't start playing guitar till grade six, and then by grade eight, I was obsessed with guitar, and I was playing, 5 to 8 hours a day every day, and then Nick also was playing guitar as well. So we used to jam a little bit, but I always knew he could sing. And then he kind of, when me, Billy, and Nick, we went to the Long McQuaid out in Markham. We were just walking over, and he was just singing again. And then at that point, I looked at Billy. I said, "Like this guy's got to, we got to form a band. Like this is ridiculous at this point." So we did that, and he was completely uncomfortable with it because I mean, your voice, it's like, I think it's, he's used to singing, he was used to singing in the shower, right? So very different when you're going to sing in front of people. So, but he did a great job. Those videos used to be on YouTube. I don't know if they're there anymore, but the first concert we ever did, it was great though.
Yeah, he's a very like he gets the audience kind of into it, right? It's his awesome voice. It's like seamless. You know, you listen to him sing, it's like holy crap! Like even for a
Yeah,
band to open up a tour forever, Ray, like to be the first band on, like you guys made some waves. People did listen, right? You
yeah.
know, your vocals, I think, is everything, and the music comes after, right? If the vocals are awesome, the front man is the one that really matters. You have a good front man to control the room, to show the emotion to
Yeah.
people. The band comes after that, and I think you guys got a total package there. You know, there's a lot of things that come into a band's mind when it comes to, you know, playing on stage. What are some of your superstitions or routines you go through before you get up on stage?
So really, we just kind of huddle up together. I'm what? Okay, so two things. I had a terrible show. I remember years ago, and that was because I didn't warm up. And I don't know why I didn't, but I learned that at that point, like, no, you have to like sit down and do some chromatic scales, get your fingers moving, because as soon as you get up on stage, the nerves hit, and it takes a song or two to kind of get into the groove. But if you go down the bad path and you realize, oh my god, I'm making mistakes, and then you actually get the negative momentum, and you're just messing up the whole show. So basically, my routine is I pick up the guitar, I fool around with it a bit, make sure my hands are moving. It's very also a fine line because you don't want to get your hands clammy for guitar. For me, it's just like a very specific feel. I need to make sure my fingers feel not clammy, to be honest. So I have to kind of find that medium, and then before we just kind of huddle up and get amped up and just go. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, I definitely hear you on that. Sometimes it's very hard. Um, you know, even bass players and you get those cramps when you're on stage, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You get those cramps, and if you're listen, if you're not seasoned enough, you haven't done enough shows, it can really, you can get in your own head on stage, right? So like it's very important to be warmed up. When we did the Evergrey tour, it was it the first two shows were very nerve wracking. You had the nerves but when you do 5, 6 shows in a row, it's beautiful. You just like lose all of it. You no longer have those fears. But if you haven't played in a while, it's very important to warm up. It's very important to do the exercises.
And you guys played Prog Power that year too, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. That was
That's
amazing.
such a
Great
cool,
show.
such a cool fest. I remember seeing pictures from that as well, and you know, being a band and lasting this far, especially during a pandemic and stuff like that, is very honorable, man. Like a lot of bands could not keep it together, and you guys made it through. I know it's your brother, but sometimes you got to have those fights, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what comes out of all this, man. Parasite's going to be out soon. Those singles will be dropping even sooner with some videos. There is one thing I do have to ask you as we close the show today. Show's called Meet Me for Coffee. Do you drink coffee?
Oh, that is a great question. So, a great story for you. I love coffee. So, coffee is like my favorite drink in the world. However, I've been having an issue with like I have like symptoms of vertigo, and basically I had to quit coffee, and because I found out that coffee was really messing up my what I don't know what was going on, but I was getting dizzy nonstop, and as soon as I quit coffee, I'm like back to normal. So I've quit coffee now for 2 months. That is sad though. Not happy about it.
It's very sad. Maybe you'll get back on. Maybe it was too much coffee for you.
Yeah, I was doing like 3 4 cups a day, like black coffee. Just love it. It's the best.
Same here. Well, I know you're Greek, so I know you drink your coffee black, or
Yeah,
not,
of
or
course.
nothing in it. You know, it's been an honor. It's great to see you once again. Thank you so much, John from Ascendia. This War, the newest single, is up on Spotify or wherever you listen to your music. Check it out and support the band. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, George.